Hi, Elizabeth. So, yeah, let's wait for a while more for everyone to be here. Yeah, I think Mavis has just ended her live, is it? Hi, Sarah. Yeah, I think Mavis has just ended her live. I need the fan, very hot. Hi everyone. Yes, as promised, good afternoon. Yeah, as promised, today we are going to make a quiche. Okay, a quiche, a salmon and spinach quiche, a recipe from my volume 2 cookbook. Yes. Okay, today we are making a salmon and spinach quiche. Okay, a recipe from my volume 2 cookbook. So we are making this today. Alright, so I hope you have prepared the ingredients I've shared with you a few days ago if you are going to cook along with me. And this is a individual size quiche that I'm making. I'm not making a big one, but of course you can make a big one if you cannot find small little tart tins, the 6-inch type that I have here. Okay, the base is a removable base. So, alright, so you can make, like I said, you can make a big one if you do not have this type of tart tins with you. Okay, this one, if you want to know where I got them, I bought them from Ho Chi Minh City when I was on holiday in Vietnam. Surprisingly, in their marketplace, there are a few shops that sells lots and lots of baking and cooking stuff. Okay, so I got all these 6 of them from Vietnam. And yeah, in Vietnam you can shop a lot of all this cooking and baking equipment. Yeah, so let's start cooking. If so many of you are already online, let's not waste any more time. Yeah, let's take a look at the recipes that we need to make the crust first. Okay, the pastry. You know, quiche have pastry. Without pastry, it is called perhaps frittata. So quiche without pastry, the keto way, without any flour or gluten, is a frittata basically. So those with a crust or pastry, we call it quiche. Okay, at least this is my understanding. Okay, to make the pastry, yeah, for those of you who just joined, we are making a recipe from my volume 2 cookbook. Okay, we are making a spinach and salmon quiche. Alright, so let's take a look at the ingredients that we need. We need 400 grams of plain flour. Plain flour is also called multi-purpose flour. 400 grams. Then we need 200 grams of cold butter. Okay, cold butter which you cut into cubes like this. Butter that you cut into cubes. And then we need 80 grams of cold water. Cold water and half a teaspoon of salt. Alright, so because it takes time to bake the crust and to bake the quiche, so I've actually done some here, half a batch here this morning. Okay, so I have a big crust here as well. So I will be making half a portion of the ingredients that I gave you. But if you are cooking along and if you follow the ingredients list that I prepared for you days ago, then you will be making the full portion. Alright, is that clear? So instead of 400 grams, I will only put 200 grams of plain flour here because I have baked half a portion this morning in order to show you the finished product. Okay, so if you are cooking along, you will make the full portion. 400 grams plain flour, 200 grams cold butter cut into cubes, 80 grams cold water, and half a teaspoon of salt. For myself, I will just be cooking half a portion. Alright, so no confusion there. Let's make the pastry. The pastry, well, it's very easy. You just place all the ingredients which I have spoken just now into the TM bowl to mix for 15 seconds at speed 5. Alright? 15 seconds speed 5. Everything in 15 seconds speed 5. So I will put the plain flour or the multi-purpose flour. I will put the cold water. Alright? Then I will put in the cold butter, which I have cut into cubes. And I will put in a bit of salt. Okay? Half a teaspoon of salt. So everything goes in 15 seconds speed 5, all right? Okay, our pastry dough looks like this after 15 seconds speed 5. Alright, if you are cooking along with me, everything goes in, mix 15 seconds speed 5. Everything means the 400 gram plain flour or multi-purpose flour, 200 gram of cold butter which you cut into cubes, 80 gram of cold water and half a teaspoon salt. Okay, all goes in 15 seconds speed 5. Now we will remove these and press into our tart tins. Okay, you can make a big one, 9-inch, 10-inch each, or you can make 6 of this. Okay, I got this from Vietnam. Alright, so let's remove the dough. I will tilt the camera later when I press the dough into the tart tins. Alright, so let me adjust the camera a bit now. So far everyone follows, right? Let's see. Okay, so I will, no sound, are you sure? Alright, got sound or not? Alright, can see? Is there sound? Why some people say no sound? Wait, got sound or not? So probably you need to refresh, okay? You may need to, yeah, someone suggested come out and go in again. So sorry you are seeing all my scars, you see. I have a bit of skin allergy because I cook too much. I think I cannot touch water too much. Okay, just pinch a bit of dough and take a tart shell. And then you just move it in circular motion, pushing the dough towards the side. Can see? Alright, can see? The portion here is enough to make 3 because I'm using half the recipe. I have pre-baked 3 to show you this morning. So if you are baking along with me, if you have 400 gram of plain flour, 200 gram of cold butter, 80 gram of water, and half a teaspoon of salt, you mix for 15 seconds at speed 5. You will probably be having 6 of this, okay, this size, or one big large quiche that is about 9 or 10 inch. So far everyone follows, right? So we are just going to push the dough towards the side Now it's very easy to work with the dough. Clear, right? Not enough, you can always pinch some more. It's very easy to work with the dough. If you want more crust, you can press more dough towards the side. Okay, can see, right? So do you all have fun watching Mavis make the Thai sagu from my volume 3 cookbook? It's a very nice street food from Bangkok that I enjoy eating. Right, so let's push this. And you have a one done. So can do this, right? No need to grease. No need to grease. It comes out very easily. So what you need to do is just do a bit of this. All right. So one is done. Let's make the rest. So this recipe is actually quite quick if I were to prepare everything in advance. So then maybe 10 minutes later, bye everyone. So I will just take some time to roll the dough. Yeah, take more. The excess we can just cut it out. All right. So another one. So if you are using a big tart tin, you can do it the way like how I show you in my apple crumble pie live video. You can follow the way I push the dough into the tart tin. The smaller one is easier to work with, just like making egg tarts or fruit tarts. So for a bigger tart tin, you will use the way that I use when I was showing you how to make the apple crumble pie. All right? So Mother's Day is around the corner. So have you all prepared anything for your mother? Or some mothers have already been have already started receiving gifts from their children. So just okay, so let's continue to make it nicer. So how many are cooking along with me? It's very easy to make. Now, this recipe calls for quite a lot of onion, but if you think your children don't like onion, then you don't put so much, all right? You can reduce the amount of onion used in the recipe. If your children don't like spinach, then you can put other things as well. Okay, you can put mushrooms, fresh button mushrooms, or bacon. No, everyone loves bacon. Nobody hates bacon. Okay, 2 done. So that's a last one. Let me pull out the dough. Okay, all right. So we do need to wash the bowl. Let me just add in some water, no soap as well, just water, and then I will rinse it later on. Okay, just put this aside. Okay, this is the last one that I will show you. Which one you mentioned? This one I got, this size I got it from Vietnam when I was on holiday in Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, Vietnam sells a lot of all these baking things, baking tools, baking equipment, especially the one in those strange, you know the Vietnamese flour jelly, you know, where they inject all those coloring into the jelly to make flower patterns. Yeah, they sell a lot of all those things in Vietnam. You can find a lot. Okay, so there will be a bit of leftover dough, so you can discard or you can bake along like a mini cookie. So this one I got it from Vietnam. Okay, you can make a big large quiche that is 9 to 10 inch. All right, so that's the way you do it. So just take out the excess. Right. Okay, so we have 3 done with a little leftover of dough, which I'm going to discard it. Just throw it off, throw it away. Okay, so we just prick the base, and we will bake this for about, let me see, we will bake this for about 25 minutes in a preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, so just throw this away. Let me take out this one, and I'm going to put the tart shell to bake in the oven now for 25 minutes in a preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius. All right, so okay, so I'm going to wash my hands now, and I will put this in the oven to bake. Okay, so I'll come back shortly in about 1 minute. I'll go grab a drink. Okay, I'll see you back later. Okay, I'm back. All right, can see not? Can see? Okay. So so this one we don't need to wash. I will just add in some water and rinse the bowl. Okay, just add some water and bleach the bowl for a few seconds at speed 10. inside. So just throw away the water and then we will use it back. Okay, so let's carry on with our recipe. To make the filling, okay, what do you need? First, we need to place the garlic and the onion into the TM bowl to chop. Now, full portion calls for 4 cloves of garlic and how many? 2 medium-sized onions, okay? But if your children are not a big fan of onion, don't put so much, okay? So like I said, I am cooking half a portion because this morning I've already done half to show you later. So I will just put in 2 cloves of garlic. All right, 2 cloves of garlic, and perhaps just half an onion. Okay, my children doesn't like, the small one warned me this morning, don't put so much onion. Okay, so we are going to chop this for 5 seconds at speed 5. All right. So this is 5 seconds at speed 5. So what we need to do now is scrape down and just add in the rest of the ingredients. So basically you are just adding in the rest of the ingredients. What is the rest of the ingredients? Let's take a look what we need to add in, okay? So if you are making full portion, you will need to add in 250 grams of whipping cream, okay? 50 grams of grated cheese. I am using mozzarella here. So this is my cream. All right, and 2 eggs, okay? 2 eggs. So because I've done half a portion, so I'm only showing you half. So I will put in 1 egg only, all right? It's always good to crack your eggs into a bowl before you put it in to make sure that the egg you are supposed to put in is fresh. Because nowadays, it's so difficult to get ingredients. Everything is in scarce, not enough stock. So sometimes when you buy a large tray of size L eggs, you will find that inside the size L eggs tray, they actually put in the size S eggs inside, and some are already rotten. So it is always best and recommended that you crack the eggs into a bowl first before you put it in, okay? So like I said, we need 250 grams of whipping cream, 50 grams of grated cheese, an egg, because I'm making half a portion, and of course a bit of salt and pepper. All right, salt and pepper. Just put this in. The eggs, the cream, and the grated cheese. So let's see how long we need to mix this. So we just need to mix this for 10 seconds at speed 5, okay? Can we use, yes, you can use cooking cream instead of whipping cream. Yes, you can. So our filling is done. So we are going to pour this into the baked crust that I have made ahead this morning. All right. So if you are unclear of anything, you can ask me. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can always watch the replay again. Oh, if you don't like onion, then don't put onion, okay? Don't like onion, then don't put onion. But you can replace it with onion powder or garlic powder because it adds flavors and aroma to your quiche. So now, so just play around. What I have given you is actually a very basic quiche recipe. The filling, whatever you want to put is actually up to you. You can put, today I'm using spinach, 30 gram. But my girl also warned me, hers one, don't put spinach, please. She said, please, mommy, don't put. I don't like it. But she actually tasted before the one with spinach and she didn't spit anything out. So anyway, since she can detect colors now, so I'm not going to put in spinach for the one that I'm going to feed her. And we need this one, salmon cut into cubes. All right, fresh salmon cut into cubes. So is everyone clear? Today is a rather easy recipes, so I hope you follow. Every day is easy recipe actually. I can't cook difficult things, not just you. So this is the pre-baked crust. I'm going to add in a bit of the spinach. I will tip the camera so that you can see. All right. So we will add in some spinach leaves here. We will add in some salmon cubes. Okay, and then we will pour in the quiche, the mixture, okay, the cream, the egg, the cheese. Just pour in. Alright, and now we are going to sprinkle more cheese on top, then we can bake. This recipe is in volume 2. Okay, this recipe is in volume 2. Let me put this, finish off this quiche first, then I will answer the questions that you all want to ask. Alright. So we are going to top it with more cheese. So kids like more cheese. Just put more cheese for them, all right? This is really a lot of cheese. Okay, so we are done. Now I will also put this to bake. Now at this stage you will need to bake for around 40 minutes, depending which level in the oven that you put. It's also in a preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, bake quiche in preheated oven for 30 minutes. Okay, is it? Or for 45 minutes, okay? Or basically until the cheese melts and brown. Okay, 45 minutes. That's my oven. I put pretty low. You can so you have to gauge your oven. I bake at around 45 minutes in preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, and let it cool down first before you remove the tart. All right, before you remove the tart. This is baked in the morning, so it is very cool down already. All right, so let me come back. I will put this to bake, and then I will come back and answer more questions and show you the one that I'm going to unmold in front of you. All right, if you are adding potatoes and button mushrooms, yes, preferably to cook the potato. It's not that we worry the potatoes won't cook, because I'm using this size of quiche. You can't put a lot of things inside because the space is very little. So if you are putting fresh button mushrooms, you can saute first so that you will reduce the size a little. Okay, then you can put more filling for your quiche. Anyway, I'll come back and answer the questions. Let me put this to bake first, and then I will unmold the other one. All right. Okay, so it's a very easy recipe. Basically, we are done. Let me take a sip of water first, and then I will unmold the quiche in front of you. All right. So how is everyone getting on lately? Did you all tune in to watch Siu Chin yesterday? Making her fresh, bouncy fish balls? I think a lot of people tune in to watch how she made that one, right? If you like fish balls, she also shared the recipe after the live. So if you are unclear, you can always refer back to the written recipes, or you can ask her the questions that you want to ask. All right. So, like I said, I have made half a portion. I made 3 quiche this morning. Okay, so it's very easy to come out. But of course, when it is hot, you cannot touch it. So this is the quiche. The base is here. Okay, you can use a spatula or a butter knife to slowly remove the base. So I'll try to do it. So you use a spatula or a butter knife to just lift up the base. See? Easy, right? So if you are making a big quiche, probably you need something like, let me show you. I don't know how to describe. Let me show you. You need something like this to remove the base if you are baking a large quiche. Okay? You need something like this. I bought this online. I can't remember. I bought this online. So who knows, probably you are baking for a friend the entire quiche, and you need to remove all the tart shell, the tart base. So you will need something like this to lift up the base, okay? And any questions that you want to ask me, you can ask me. I will put this back, this thing. You can get this online very easily, okay? So, you prefer individual mold than a big one, unless for party, yes. So, if you can order something like this size, it will be great. This is like an individual size quiche. So, I'm going to eat now. I haven't been eating the whole morning. So, excuse me while I continue to answer your questions. You can smell, you can see, but you cannot eat. Anyway, yeah, later on I'll do a small introduction, a brief introduction of my cookbooks that you can get online from my website. Okay, this one has spinach. No salmon. What can be replaced? Sausage, bacon, mushrooms, like I said. Can the quiche be freeze? I think you can. I think you can. Tastes good, of course. This one have a lot of onions because I like onions. Of course, it will taste better if it is hot. This one is this morning one. So it's cooled down. Good. So, let me swallow first. I received so many compliments from all of you. And including compliments that you enjoy watching me eat. So funny. You enjoy watching me eat. Okay, let me drink the water, then I'll answer questions. Now, if you want to freeze, I have to be very honest with you. I seldom cook food to freeze. Okay? I prefer fresh. And if you want to freeze, you have to wrap it nicely so that it doesn't dry up. Okay? And yeah, why I don't like to freeze food, because my mom taught me that way. 唔可以食咁多隔夜菜，有風唔好。Anyway, that's the Chinese custom. That's how we are raised. But as a habitual thing, I also don't like to cook and then freeze. I prefer my freezer to keep ingredients that I can cook. Where got so much storage space in your freezer if you everything you want to cook and then freeze? I don't know. It's actually a lifestyle thing. Some people likes it that way. They like to cook one whole bunch of food, pot or whatever, and then they pack into individual sizes and then they freeze. Okay, that's how their freezer will look like, with all the food, like aeroplane food. But for my freezer, it's always raw ingredients that I kept in my freezer. Okay, so I cannot comment, I cannot criticize, I cannot. This is just a different way of living. It's our lifestyle, it's our habits. Okay, that's how I'm being raised. So Mavis today cook what Thai food from which book? Mavis today cook Thai sagu. I think it's from volume 4. Okay, I actually did this recipe in my Singapore cooking class recently. It's a very nice, yummy Thai street food. This one. Today Mavis cooked this one. So if you are unsure how to make, go and watch her live replay. Okay, this one, volume 4 cookbook. What else you ask? Don't cook a lot later. Yeah, So it's how you want to keep your food, cook your food is actually a habit thing, a habitual thing, your lifestyle. I don't cook and freeze, frankly speaking. I don't keep a lot of my food finished by the day, or maybe a little bit left over, that's all. And Mavis also make this, let me see, don't know where is the recipe. She also make the famous muffin, not famous lah, the easy muffin. Can't find the recipe now. Cannot remember from which cookbook. Too many recipes I wrote. I think it's volume 4. This is I think 6 inch, 5 to 6 inch. So yeah, anything else that you want to ask me? Yeah, Mavis made the vanilla muffin from volume 4. So today she is cooking all the recipes from volume 4, Mavis. Okay, so it's time for me to introduce my cookbooks again. I will do it once lah. Allow me to self-promote, okay? So I've started my Thermomix journey since 5 or 6 years ago. I can still remember that my first Thermomix, the TM31, is actually a gift from my husband for Mother's Day. Okay, and Mother's Day is soon. So yeah, ever since then, I have never really regretted because it's what I want and because it's what I like. And eventually, as time moves on, I get the TM5 and then I get the TM6 as well. So so you don't need to question me whether I like the Thermomix or not. If I don't like the Thermomix, I wouldn't have so many units at home. I wouldn't have developed so many recipe books with the Thermomix. Okay, so this is my volume 1 cookbook. Okay, then today we cook the quiche from volume 2 cookbook. All right, and then this is my volume 3 cookbook. Then this is my volume 4 cookbook. Yeah, so Mavis cooked with 2 recipes at 11 o'clock today from this cookbook volume 4. And this is the latest book, volume 5. All right, now all cookbooks comes with steps that can be used in the TM31, the TM5 and the TM6. And even for non-Thermomix users, you can purchase my cookbooks because all cookbooks comes with a separate section, the conventional cooking section. All right, so young when, oh, I know what you mean. 6 years ago, how much I grow, how much I grow. Old and weight, age and weight. Yeah, I know what you mean, and I agree. Okay, and I acknowledge that. But growing old is a part and parcel of life. All right. Okay, and you can get all these cookbooks from my page, from my website, www.anniesaviorkitchen.com. So you are watching the live now in my page. Do like the page and don't forget to share the live. Don't forget to share this video. Okay, and you can join my groups as well. These 2 are my groups. Okay, you can post all your cooking, all your food. If you have good recommendations on where to buy fresh ingredients, cheap things, anything related to food, kitchen, cooking, you can post in my groups. All right, you can post in these 2 groups. You can also follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Okay, so yeah, is there anything that you want to ask me? Thank you for saying that I still look good. Actually, I'm a very, very simple person. I put on makeup when I was doing shooting for the cookbooks. Otherwise, I don't, like today, like every day when I see you, I don't put on makeup, okay? I don't put makeup. But people say I look like sick woman. I look very pale. So please put on a bit of lipstick, and I did. I put on lipstick, okay? So, it's looking good is also part and parcel of respecting, you know, like when we travel to Japan, every girl on the street, they put on makeup, and I look horrible, and I think I look horrible when I was in Japan holidaying every time. So eventually I also developed the habit. My husband said, you know, it's actually polite if you put on makeup. It's something like respectful if you put on makeup and dress yourself well. So I kind of agree. Even though I'm not really into beautifying myself, I agree that we need to present ourselves well, okay? So that's why I put lipstick and conduct live with you all, okay? And so, wow, you just join in. Wow, we are making quiche, salmon and spinach quiche, okay? And let me check the crust, see if it is ready, okay? You can, if you are late, you can always watch back the live, the replay, but please don't forget to like and share the live video, because this is a way that you can encourage me to do more. And I know many of you are asking, when am I going to do the live for the black glutinous steamed rice cake? Yeah, so I'm still thinking. When sometimes it's not that, it's all the recipes that I have for you is actually very, very easy to do. So it's not about difficulty or not, it's more like who is going to eat the food, okay? That's why it's the delay in making certain things that you all request for. All right, so who is going to eat? So I always try to cook things that everyone in the family can eat, especially in times like this, right? So let me check on the crust and I'll come back, I'll show you. So the crust is not ready yet. In fact, we really need 25 minutes around there to bake the crust. All right, so if you have any questions that you want to ask, you can ask, okay? Some of you ask me personal questions, okay? I don't know, you guys ask me personal questions. I get this asked a lot of times. Are you Chinese, Annie? Yes, I am Chinese, okay? I am a Malaysian born Chinese, okay? Oh, then they ask, why your name is so different? Because I take the surname of my husband family name, okay? So how old are you? You guys are asking me so many of these questions. How old am I? You guess lah, how old am I? Don't get me wrong, I'm not a secretive person. There's nothing wrong with revealing my age to anyone. So you can make a guess, how old am I? So yeah, ask me any questions that you want. I'm just waiting for the crust to at least brown so that I can show you. And yeah, for those of you who just joined, just now I ate this. I baked this in the morning and I ate this. So since I don't have anything else to talk to you, I will just eat. You are almost there. I'm 43. I'm 43. I'm not 45 lah. Do I look so old? So will you make this quiche? You like the recipe today that I prepared for you? Sure must ask questions. I'm not a celebrity, I'm your friend. No, I'm not dragon. I'm not a dragon. I'm a snake. So I like to sleep. I like to hibernate when I'm not working. But I'm a workaholic. I hardly have time to sleep. Not that my husband don't let me sleep. It's my nature. I enjoy working. So from the morning that I wake up until all the way I will cook as early as 7:30 a.m. or 8 a.m. I will cook all the way until dinner time. So if I'm not on, if it's not on lockdown, and it's very easy to drive out and get ingredients in and out. That's how I basically lived. The minute I wake up, I will start to cook. I will start to work all the way until the evening. Okay, otherwise, wow, you like to know if I exercise. You look at my size, you can tell if I exercise. So cute, you all ask me all these questions. I'm going to be frank with you. I do exercise, okay? I enjoy walking for like 30 minutes to an hour around the neighborhood, do the brisk walking. But I don't like to exercise. I like to lift weights, I walk, I brisk walk, I do the whatever, the cycling, all this is for health reason, okay? It's for healthy joints, to build a bit of muscles so that, you know, the muscles can carry our bones, the weight of our bones. But I don't enjoy exercise, frankly speaking. I don't enjoy. I exercise to keep myself agile, active, you know, for health reason basically. So what else you want to know? Yes, I'm from Malaysia. I'm staying in Malaysia. I love Malaysia. Okay. Yeah, I'm not living overseas. I am staying in Malaysia. So today is I don't know why, probably the recipe is too easy. So there are a lot of times that we can talk. So why not talk about the Thermomix? Have you all bought your Thermomix? I know many of you watching me now do not have a Thermomix, and I'm very happy actually. Since I started the live, I have recommended a lot of sales to a lot of people everywhere. So I recommended sales to friends in Singapore. I recommended sales to friends in the UK who also want to join as advisor. So I have recommended sales to friends living in Australia. And of course, I recommended sales and advisors to friends who are in KL. Okay. Which part of Malaysia do I live? Why you want to stalk me? Is it? I stay in Selangor. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Yeah. So I recommended so many sales to so many people around the world to buy the Thermomix. So if you want to know why Thermomix is so good, you have to watch, at least join a demo. And I think Yeah, Christy will be organizing a virtual demo, basic demo. So if you want to know more, you can PM her. You can PM Christy. And yeah, there are so many demos, live demos being organized to make sure everyone is well informed of the TM6, how much it is selling now, what promotions are going on, and what are the new features. Yes, Siu Chin actually told us yesterday during her live, during the fishball, what are the new added features to the TM6. Okay, this machine is wonderful. Every now and then, it's like so frequent that they update new features. They update new recipes to cookie dough. So yeah, so get in touch with any advisor of your choice, someone you think can give you very good service, and book a demo or just buy the unit straight away. And yeah, you will not be alone. The Thermomix community is actually very, very large, because the Thermomix history is dated back to 60 over years. 60 over years of history for the Thermomix. So you are not alone. There are tons of recipes available online. The cooking community is huge. Okay, somehow with the new cookie dough, you have access to like over 50,000 of recipes. How fast can get the recipe book? You mean my recipe book? Depends on where you live. Yeah. So, and also it's not as fast as last time, because post office are also pretty overwhelmed with work. You see why? Because everyone is on lockdown, right? So everything is via online. Everyone order things online, from online website, or you know. So in a way, post office is very overwhelmed with the amount of things that they need to post out. That's why the delay. And they don't have a lot of flights going out anymore. Not like before lockdown, before virus. Okay, there are daily flights, very frequent, one day a few flights, even to East Malaysia and all that, but they cut down a lot on the flights. That's why the delay as well. So if you are around here in Damansara, it will probably take about a week, even if you are around me. So because one thing I have to tell you, I don't go to the post office every day. Okay, you have to understand. I go to the post office once a week now. All right. Ebook, yes, we are working on it, but we are still working on it. I can smell already the crust. Let me take it out. Let me show you. So I have actually upped the temperature a little, and to speed things up so that I can show you. Alright, these are the 3 crusts that we made earlier, and the quiche is almost brown. The cheese have almost melted everything and browning. So yeah, we are done today. Let me put it back. Let me put this back. Okay, I'll come back. Yes, so yeah, I ran out of things. I ran out of things to talk to you already, and it's an end, coming to an end already, this live. So don't forget to like and share the video. This is the thing that you can do for me, and I do look forward to some of you, your photos, the things that you cook using my recipes. Do post in my Facebook groups. All right, yes, volume 6 is coming soon. Okay, but now even the printer is on lockdown. They are not starting work until at least after 12th of May. All right, so I want to say goodbye to you because I am really hungry. Okay, I talk to you, I look at my quiche. I talk to you, I look at my quiche. I talk to you, I look at my quiche. Actually, I want to finish this quiche so badly. I'm really hungry. I'm not joking. So I will see you again tomorrow, Saturday. It's a marathon between myself, Angeline, and Christina from Melbourne. So I'll be making the chunky shepherd's pie. Yes, I'll be cooking with 2 Thermomix. So tomorrow is pretty rushed. I don't want to eat into the time for Angeline, so I need to finish within an hour. So I will work pretty fast tomorrow. And yeah, Angeline will be doing the non-baked strawberry cheesecake from my volume 4 cookbook, and Christina will be making the lao sa bao, the salted egg yolk steam bun, from my volume 2 cookbook. So I believe they have already keyed in all the ingredients to prepare if you want to cook along. So yeah, I will see you again tomorrow, and stay safe everyone. I have a good session chatting with you today. So just want to say bye bye everyone. Bye.